Oh, it's warm in here.
Yeah.
Open
just
the
open it.
John Barlow, can you open that window, please? Thank you.
We're good to go.
Okay,
It's
5:31.
my winter sweater.
I took mine off, it was so hot.
All set? Okay. I'd like to call to,
Across the street.
sure. I'd like to call to order this special meeting of the Board of Education at 5:31 PM. If everyone could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Ms. Capabianca,
Here.
Mr. Corey,
Here.
Mr. Uccolito.
Here.
Ms. Papiano. Here. Ms. Hona here, Mr. Kisco.
Here.
Mr. Minichia.
Here.
Ms. Richardson. Here. Ms. Toder.
Here,
Mayor Carbone, listening? No. Mr. Aram.
Here.
Mr. Barlow.
Here.
Ms. Ferguson is excused. Ms. Harold.
Here.
Ms. Klamazewski.
Here.
Ms. Lebomsky will be late. Ms. Schulte? Not here. Okay.
Entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
So move. I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, school community service, public participation. The board invites members of the community to speak on topics to be addressed in the agenda or other topics of interest. Individuals wishing to make comments must be stated, their name must be stated at the beginning of the meeting, of their comment, sorry. The board will not allow comments regarding specific staff members, parents, students, or personal grievances. Courtesy is expected in this limited public forum. The participating time will be limited to 3 minutes per person and 10 minutes overall to guarantee efficient operation of the meeting. Anyone on the public line?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't receive any emails, so we are all set. Information sharing action items. So we're happy to be a full board again. The Republican Town Committee has brought forward Sue DePretis to fill the vacancy left. Happy to be here. Yeah, I'm just gonna read her little bio. She did do her bio already, which Marissa will be happy about. And sent her picture.
wow.
Yay.
I'm retired. I don't have much time.
That's funny. So Susan is a Torrington native who attended Torrington schools and raised her 4 children in Torrington. Until her retirement in July of 2020, Susan was employed by the Hartford Financial Group for 33 years. During her tenure with the Hartford, she held various roles, including asbestos and environmental account manager, operations consultant, IT business analyst, process owner, and project manager. Susan serves as a treasurer for the Torrington Women's Club and served on the Torrington Little League Board of Directors for 3 terms. So, thank you very much. We're happy to have you. We'll vote on it later in the agenda under action items, but when we're going over, so Ellen is actually going to swear you in now so that you can participate in the meeting.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end, we'll
We'll go
vote.
after.
Yep.
It won't be too late.
So,
Stand safe and raise your right hand.
sure.
Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as a member of the Torrington Board of Education to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Welcome.
Thank you. Actually, I am going to entertain a motion to, it's really just process, but just so that we can officially, might as well just do it now, right? So is anyone entertain the motion to formally accept Susan DePretis as the Board of Education member to fill the vacancy? Armin?
Second.
John? All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Aye.
Okay, middle school projects, turning it over to Ed or John,
Yeah.
I'm not sure who.
As we talked about at the last budget meeting, we're getting $477,000 from the state on the Alliance District Building Project Grant. We went over those projects. Just give it to you again. The first one is the ceiling renovation project at the middle school. If you remember, this year, the board gave us $25,000 to do the ceilings near the auditorium and the cafeteria. We're getting rid of the spaghetti ceiling and putting in the regular ceiling that should be done now instead of 26 years ago when they had the spaghetti ceiling. So we're going to do all 3 floors. Yeah. I have 2 more. That project cost, we have to go out to bid, but $165,512. We got that price from the contractor who did the project at the middle school this year. So he gave us a price, but we still will bid it. The second project is the energy upgrades at middle school. As
Can I ask a question?
yeah,
about
no
this?
problem.
The other day, the
Right.
proposal was
Correct. We
150,000.
put in for wage.
Oh, okay, because this was.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You put in
That's
for
I
what?
thought. The,
It's for the union.
Union wage.
the-
Oh, the
the-
wages.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah, the original rate was non-prevailing wage.
Right.
So we had questioned it.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a prevailing wage. Prevailing wage goes if it's a repair or replacement, it's $100,000. If it's new, it's $1 million. So you're never gonna get $100,000 for anything. So that's why it's a prevailing wage job. The next one is the energy upgrade at Torrington Middle School. As you remember, this year, we received another with Eversource. We did the lighting at Torrington cafeteria and the gym, and also at the high school. It only cost us, because with COVID at that time, $4,000. So we did that. About 3 years ago, you did lights at Torrington, and also you did lights at Southwest. So it's a continuing project with Eversource. So Eversource will fund, again, $143,000.
Eversource's fund was $262,227.
But the only thing you have to pay is $143,000. You need another one? 2 more.
No, just one. Ellen has hers.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
As you can see, there's the list of what's being done. The lighting, retrofit approximately 2,500 lighting fixtures to LED technology, replace approximately 700 lighting fixtures, add network lighting controls throughout the facility with high-end trim and dimming to select areas. Number 2, energy management system, install variable frequency drives on the supply fans utilizing existing differential pressure transmitters. The 5 HU will be staged with the VFDs. And
Is it
John
70?
can,
70 lighting fixtures or 700?
700,
700.
I'm sorry.
It is 700?
Sorry.
Okay.
We cut off fixtures, you see.
Ah.
Water management, kitchen hoods, and the vending machine. So those are the projects that Eversource approved. Again, the back page just shows you that it's $143,708. Spoke to the company today. Again, we may be getting another rebate to reduce that price by $12,000 because we're buying it. And we won't know that till later.
I have a question.
Yep.
I don't know if this would fall in the energy upgrade category, but has the windows ever been addressed?
That's.
I'm sorry, is that a loaded question?
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry.
No,
You
not
won't-
loaded.
Alright.
There she goes.
Okay, all right.
Not here for 10 minutes.
It's a mini series.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in the
Sorry.
final of that series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, so I'll catch up on the
Yes,
sidelines.
yes.
All
So we
right.
just, the board saw, last meeting, the board saw what we're thinking of as a window, okay? And I spoke to the mayor because they will, because it's under bonding anyway, they
Okay,
will bond it in February, March. So we will start the process now, going to the state, getting all the approvals by city council.
okay,
The Board of Ed has to approve the ed specs, and so
yeah, so,
Yeah.
great,
we had a lot of,
so a lot of legwork behind that.
well, it was a.
For Reader's
I'll
Digest
call
version. Lot of debate.
A lot of discussion.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So that's one. And the last project that we're looking for is the, build a entry vestibule at the middle school. When you walk in and there's a picture on it.
And that's for like security purposes?
Security, yes.
Yeah, so the problem with the middle school is when you go in, the office is to the right, but anyone that comes in
You
those
have
doors
access.
can access the whole
Yeah.
building, so we want to close that off.
So you go right
that-
So
into
if
the
you
main
look at
office?
You look at
Yeah.
the picture. So we're cutting, getting rid of this, putting this here, opening the door here, and a picture in the front. And that.
Ah, yep.
So they have to go right into the office. Here,
You
they
can't
just
go
walk
into the-
out and they can go anywhere.
Anywhere, right. Great. Those are nice.
Why we're bringing it tonight, because the board has to approve it, have to send everything in to the state.
Okay. And these figures are what total, the 400 and?
77.
So part of the issue is we had to pick projects that we could start, finish, and pay for by June 30th. So,
In order to get that funding?
right,
Okay.
so that's unusual because it typically, a lot of these bigger projects are longer projects. So
Right.
these are things that we feel like we can definitely get done by June 30th.
Right, because they're small enough, and it seems like it's a big hit in
Yeah.
a small period of time. Those are a lot of great things.
Will we be doing the vestibule work while kids are in school, or will
No.
we doing the vacation?
At night.
At night.
Everything.
That's what I
And it'll be
Everything,
put back together
correct.
so that it will work.
Right.
securely.
And same thing with the ceilings and the lights, second shift.
Is there a start date?
As soon as the state
Yes.
says, go ahead.
Yeah.
So, and we hopefully that'll be, but you never know.
Right,
State.
yeah. Unfortunately.
I think they want to get the money out, so, because it's all the alliance districts. that, Since we're a smaller alliance district, we get 477. The bigger districts get 2 million and the middle districts get 1 million.
Wow. What do you have to do to be a middle and,
Well, it's by population of kids,
okay,
so we're under 5,000,
that's why.
yes.
So, and realistically, just so everybody knows too, it potentially could get a little dicey with the reimbursement of rebate money from Connecticut Light and Power, because there's a time frame on when the project has to be installed by. So it could get a little dicey with what the state says and what that money that is available from us from the power company, because we have a signed LOA, so we have a time frame on this. So we may have to move on that.
So will we have to pay and then wait for the reimbursement or?
No,
will
we're
we
not
pay-
paying anything.
Okay,
Now, once we get it in, it comes just like a grant. We ask for the money, and they give it to us, and we just pay the bills.
Gotcha.
We're not putting out anything.
So in the Eversource, grant money, what I've always done in the past with these, and it's just an easier way to, it's a cleaner way to deal with it, is the grant money goes directly to the vendor so that it doesn't have to come to us, then go into the general fund, then get another check written out to the vendor. It goes straight to the vendor.
Any questions on any of the projects?
I think, go ahead, Nikki. The only question that I had, which was similar to what I asked at the budget meeting, was that, we had a capital plan of like 1.3 million. I know we had to reduce that by probably $1 million. So with this additional money of almost 500,000, why aren't we targeting projects that are on that list that we had to cut for this year? I don't know who to ask that question to, but
Well, again,
Just
we have
seems
to
like
get
we
everything done
prioritize.
by June 30th.
yeah. I know a
And
lot of
it
state
just
security.
flows to what we've doing before. We've done, the board gave us 25,000 to do the ceilings near the auditorium. We just want to continue that. We're going to save $52,000 a year on the energy, as it says in there, every year because of the energy update. And the only thing that was on the one of the capitals was the vestibule. So we thought that was the best plan. If you want to make changes,
But we had never prioritized that capital list.
Correct.
So.
It does have priorities.
Yeah, there was priorities.
assigned.
Okay.
And like, just the only question is because some of these aren't even on here, even looking 5 years out. And I know, the security was a big conversation even when we were having to cut the capital plan. That I just,
So, I mean, let me address it. So if you look at what you did last year, you put $25,000 out of your general operating budget into the ceiling project. By doing the ceiling project now, that $25,000 goes away in the general operating budget, gives you something else to put money towards in your general operating budget. It only makes sense to wipe that out, even though it wasn't in the capital plan. That actually came in our general operating budget. That's why it wasn't put in the capital plan. The energy management project is a no-brainer. It's sustainability. When I was hired, one of the things that I was hired on was the fact that I had an extensive energy management background, in that I wanted to save the taxpayers of Torrington money by saving energy and looking at our building management systems, our lighting systems, stuff like that. This is a no-brainer. It's a $52,000 a year annual savings that goes on forever and ever and ever. So ultimately, if we did it and we paid for it, you're looking at a 2.8-year buyback to recoup the $143,000 with the $52,000 a year. It's just a no-brainer to do energy efficiency projects and reduce our operating costs by $52,000 a year.
also you gave us 103,000 for the building management control system, which we just completed all of the buildings.
Correct.
We have, John has access, all the buildings on the computer. We got rid of the computer at the high school.
Oh, really?
You know you're
It should be in a box behind glass somewhere.
We sold it on eBay for $1 million.
So, Nikki, to that answer, the building automation systems were on the capital plan. We took them off of the capital plan this year with the money that we got for building automation. The only other things that were left that were prioritized in that year was the locked foyers, the master key system. I think there was one other security thing in there, I'm not sure. So we're taking one of those things out of there, the locked foyer. We're taking that one out of the capital plan because we're going to pay for it with this project. And in this current year, we'll take what's left in the capital plan that wasn't funded for last year and make it a priority for this year's capital plan, plus add other things to it. My goal always was to come in here and deal with energy efficiency, energy management right away, get some sustainability, get some savings. Let's reduce the energy costs. We have energy oozing out of every orifice of these buildings. And, the fact that I now have control of all the building automation computers, we're gonna start, tweaking all of those energy efficiencies. We're gonna start saving some money. That I've taken all the custodians out of making any adjustments or corrections to any of the systems. I'm now the only person that can do that. So we're gonna work real hard on that.
Do you have a backup person? Like just in case
Guess who
they.
else can get in? No.
We have a backup person.
The reason why there isn't a backup person is because there isn't another person in the district with the mechanical knowledge to understand the systems.
Yeah, if you go on a computer, it's really,
Very elaborate.
I'm
Very
sure,
elaborate.
I'm just thinking ahead, like what if, like,
we shoot them.
no, I
No.
did not know, like, God forbid something happens, like, could
Yeah.
nobody
Ed tried to
can
trip
fix
me
the
down the
temperature?
stairs the
Did
other
he?
day.
We have the company and so forth, so they can.
Oh, so there's somebody
There
that can
are- yeah,
access
there are-
everything.
There are companies that
Do that,
that back
okay,
me
all
up.
right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, I'm very sorry.
And then the last thing, which I've had extensive conversations about, as Jess well knows, is security of our buildings has always been a priority for me from the first minute I came in here. That's one of the reasons why I revamped the capital plan last year. I was the one that addressed putting in all the locked foyerways, upgrading the master key system. Basically, your buildings aren't very secure. And the reason why is because you have a key system. And the instant that you lose your first key, you've lost all security in your building. So, we want to move forward to make the buildings more secure with card access, card readers, update those keyway systems, get rid of the old keyway stuff that is outdated and extremely expensive and stuff. Those are all in the capital plan, and they're all plans to go forward. This year, I worked extremely hard on the all hazards security plan. We've revamped the whole entire plan. And we took out a lot of the rigmarole that was in the plan. We streamlined it. We made it much more user-friendly for the staff of the buildings. So we're doing a lot with school security right now. But as far as this grant's concerned, these are the projects that we can do within the time frame, and they're the ones that seem to make the most sense.
Yes.
I wasn't at the budget meeting, but I did watch the stream. So I got to hear a lot of this conversation. And I'm glad that you brought that question back up because I thought that was a good question that you had about the capital plan. And I thought when you guys discussed that the other day, did somebody say something about a school security grant? Did I hear that mentioned?
So there is, that we have been told, Donna Lab keeps monitoring. Donna Lab is monitoring when the next school security grant comes out. So this would be grant number 4. Okay, grant number 3 has already been out. So grant number 4, we're waiting for the state and federal government to release grant number 4. And then when grant number 4 gets released, we're going to grab all of that stuff that's in our capital plan that has to do with school security, the vestibules, the keyways, cameras, all these things. I have a whole list ready to go. And we're going to dump it right on that grant with a big dollar amount. And we're going to throw it against the wall and see what the federal government and the state will provide for.
And those grants are longer than this grant.
Sure.
So we have more time
Correct.
to do it.
Yeah, no, and obviously, like you said, this is one vestibule. Clearly, we need more than one. There's other
Correct.
things that we need. So that's great. I just wanted to hear more about that. So thank you.
Any other questions on any of these items? We're going to be reviewing the whole capital plan.
Yeah, next meeting.
We're sitting
Yeah,
in my
our
office updating it tonight. as a
Yeah.
matter of fact.
So, because that's due by the end of December. So
Right,
we'll
you'll
be
see it
spending a
in the
lot
next
of time
budget
on
meeting.
that, November and December. So it'll come to budget.
And then we'll
First.
move it to the full board.
And then facilities is also going to be looking at each facility and the needs of each of the facilities to get it all on paper, so there's no surprises. So that's a new committee. Ellen,
So these 3 will be brought to the full board.
which one?
These 3 that we just, these 3.
No, we're
No, we're going to vote on them
We are
tonight.
full board.
Yeah.
We're gonna vote.
Because there's no
Yeah.
comments for the go to the order and adjourn. So.
Well, no, it's
Because
got,
at
Oh,
the
this
top
is
it
part
says
of the
action.
action.
Yep.
Right, gotcha.
so we didn't want to lose the week because they have to apply to the state for all of this stuff. So we figured it would give a
Mhm.
extra
Sooner
week
than
to
later.
start the
And
process.
and Fiona liked the cheesecake, so there's a cheesecake there, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Oh.
So any other questions? Oh, sorry, Gary, forgot you were there. Do you have any questions?
Oh, I'm all set, thank you.
It's the quietest he's ever been.
I know.
Well, no, here's the thing. We have somebody new on the board that probably asks more questions than me, so I'll just step aside and let her take over because it's nice to see somebody else who talks maybe as much as me. And that's a good thing. I can rest for a couple meetings.
You can put that in the minutes.
Just kidding.
Underlined quote.
Questions before we move to action? Okay, we're gonna vote on them as individual items, just so that it's clear. That's why we put them on the agenda this way. Okay, entertain a motion to approve using the Alliance funding for the ceiling replacements of the hallways of all three of floors of Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Gary, you
Well,
were,
John, are you?
Aye.
Nikki?
Am I on mute? No, aye.
No, I can hear you. So everyone in favor, Nikki is opposed.
I just have a question. You were second or
Yes.
John? You, okay, thank you.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve the Alliance funding to retrofit the lighting at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous?
Aye.
Entertain a motion to approve the Alliance funding for the energy management system at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous? Entertain a motion to use the Alliance funds for the water management system at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? Entertain a motion to use the Alliance funding for the venting machine at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The vending machine or a venting machine?
Venting.
Venting?
Vent.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know, this says vending.
Vending,
It's vending.
yeah,
This
vending.
says vent.
This says venting.
One
Yeah,
says
it's
vent, one
vending.
says
One says
venting.
vent,
It's like
vending.
specific
It's
teacher
vending,
lounge,
yep.
teacher's lounge.
Right.
Yep.
Oh,
So
Vending.
on this, it's
Correct.
correct.
correct, got it.
Okay, entertain a motion to use the Alliance funds for the kitchen hoods at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Entertain a motion to use the Alliance funding for the secure main entry vestibule at Torrington Middle School.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Comments for the good of the order. Gary, we'll start with you since you've been so quiet.
I'm relaxing tonight. I'll let somebody else take control tonight.
Ellen?
Welcome, Sue.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, welcome, Sue. I'm sorry.
Thank
Kathy?
And welcome, Sue.
Thank you.
Jess?
Same. Thank you.
John?
You all have.
Also the same.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the board, and probably the applause you had tonight is probably the last time you'll
Ever be applauded.
ever be applauded. So I just wanna let you know.
Savor the moment.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Right.
Nikki? And same, welcome. The only other comment is I am happy that you guys put the ceiling tiles in there. Mainly because they look so bad up there, so.
Look at the
Do they?
auditorium wing. It's really
Well,
nice.
part of it, because we replaced part of the roof, but prior to the roof being replaced, there was a lot of leaks.
Oh, so it's still all stained and,
Yeah.
okay.
So I
Well,
think
that'd be
it'll
nice.
look a lot
Look it up a
better, and
little
I'm
bit.
not sure that we would have ever gotten it through in a capital expenditure, so.
Just so you know, we're getting another 4,500 masks, children's masks from the state again. So this will be
Wow.
9,000.
Oh, wow.
That's
Great.
great.
Be ready. The state. It goes up on Friday.
Yeah. John, do you have any comments for the good of the order?
No, just I want to thank the board for being progressive with the commitment for energy management. It's huge. And that's what we're doing for your budget. So I'm thrilled to be part of these projects and to keep the district moving forward and saving as much money as we can and being fiscally responsible. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And welcome aboard.
Thank you. Ellie, do you have any comments for the good of the order?
I'm good.
Good. Is there anyone else? I don't think anyone else is on the line. Laura. Laura, do you have any comments for the good of the order?
No, I'm good. Just good to see everybody.
Entertain a motion. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I
Sue,
don't.
do you have any?
That's okay.
They're all about you, so.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Very happy. You seem like a great group to work with, so it'll be fun. Yeah. I've heard that a lot over the last couple of days.
Kind of like a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye.
6:02, and I got
Wow.
John